And good morning, Savannah and Low Country. It's the coach, Karl DeMasi, with the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning live here at Coach's Corner on the Soundgarden Stage, talking all things sports, all local, all the time, just having a lot of fun. And once again, it's at Coach's Corner. I'm part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. What does that mean? There's 5 shows. That's right. There are 5 shows here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Of course, yours truly, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, every Saturday morning from 9 to about 10:30. And as you see, I'm sporting another Coach's Corner Sports Network show, the original Rubbin' and Grubbin' t-shirt, okay? All right? They're rubbing about racing, and they're grubbing about tasting. And that's right, Brandon Bain, every Wednesday night, the Atlanta man, from 6 to 7 o'clock, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Him and a producer, Lawrence Bennett, do a great show talking all things NASCAR. Okay. And then we have a third show that goes live once a year, the 19th hole with the Herb brothers. They do all Augusta National, okay, the Masters for 5 straight days. Go to YouTube, the 19th hole, and I'm telling you right now, they do a great job. All right. Then we have 2 podcasts. Of course, the Hot Grids podcast with the young pups, Spencer Maddox and Travis Judon. They're up to like episode 122. Go check it out on Spotify, on Coach's Corner Facebook page, on Twitter, you name it. Hot Grids podcast is all over the place. And then the 5th show, which is another podcast, it's yours truly, the coach, and the baseball fanatic, Kyle Lawson, doing Who's on First Base, baseball podcast. We usually drop it. We don't drop it like a baseball. We drop it on the internet every Wednesday night. So that's the Coach's Corner Sports Network, and I'm glad you could be here. Got a great lineup. I don't know if you're following local sports as intensely as I do. Weightlifting. Big sport here in Savannah, Georgia. The Coastal Empire weightlifting team out of Performance Initiatives went out to Las Vegas last week, came back with 20 medals. Go to prepsportsreport.com. You can find all the winners right there. Kerri Goodrich, I mean, this young lady is remarkable. She's been there since 2002. She's been the executive director since 2005. She takes these kids in. She, explains to them about sports and work and how to hard work and gets involved in weight training. Great job. That's the first one at 9:15. That's my first guest, Kerri Goodrich from Performance Initiatives, the Coastal Empire weightlifting team. Then my athlete of the week. Got to give this kid a lot of credit. Went to Islands High School, played solid 2 years of high school soccer at Islands. Then his junior year and senior year was a toss-up between Tormenta and Islands, but he just signed a scholarship to go play at Florida International University, big-time D1 program down there in Miami. That is Brittain Gottlieb. Can't wait to talk to the former Shark and now a Tormenta player. Now he's going to be a Panther, okay? Third guest, okay, how to record it, because this guy's all over the place. He's been in Savannah for 5 years. He loves Savannah. This is his 5th year at Grayson Stadium with the Savannah Bananas as the manager of the Savannah Bananas Coastal Plain League team. Tyler Gillum, always a lot of fun interviewing this young man every year. And, comes from Phoenix, works at South Mountain Community College. He's, in charge of exercise physiology over there, does a great job, but he comes in here every summer to Savannah to be part of the Savannah Bananas. Just a great show, just a great guy. All right. First of all, we got people checking in. Good morning, Lawrence Bennett. Always love you watching. And, of course, the Rubbin' and Grubbin' show are watching, okay? OG Rubbin' and Grubbin'. I'm the old guy, too. I know that. So, once again, you got a comment, put it in the comment box if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube. And here's the deal today, okay? I'll be here tonight. Got my tickets for Foreigner. If you want 2 free tickets to come watch Foreigner, okay, Head Games, okay? Head Games, the tribute band, not watch Foreigner, but the Head Games, the tribute band, will be in the Soundgarden starting at 7 o'clock. Go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Share. If there's a bunch of you, I'll pull your name out of the hat. But if there's only one of you, I'm going to give you 2 free tickets tonight to come watch Head Games, the Foreigner tribute ticket. Well, I'm not going to give you a ticket. Lawrence Bennett, the producer, is in the background telling me I got to do that. But go like my YouTube channel, okay? If you don't want to do that, go to my Facebook page, Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Right there, or the Prep Sports Report. So I'm all over the place. But 2 free tickets tonight to Head Games. Don't forget, 6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock tonight, we got Buck Bellew. Used to be a sportscaster here, but did you know that he was the quarterback of the 1980 Georgia Bulldogs championship team? He'll be here from 6 to 8 signing signing his book, Between the Hedges. Come out and meet Buck Bellew. Now he's big-time part of the Braves announcing team, and he's all over the state. But, local state boy that done good. Check it out. All right, so there's your show. Get ready. Oh, of course, my fifth inning. I like to play 5 innings. It's Karl's Corner, where I give an editorial about something that's going on in sports. And, of course, I take 3 videos that I've noticed on the internet that's been outstanding. And usually it relates to local guys, okay? Oh, by the way, if you go to Prep Sports Report and you click on Performance Incentives, Coastal Empire team winning 20 medals, click on the kid's name, click on the weightlifter's name, and you can watch the video, how these kids did it out there in Las Vegas last week, okay? Got to thank, of course, Performance Initiatives, Kerri Goodrich, for sending me that breakdown, and it's going off the charts right now, so go to Prep Sports Report, check it out. All right, let's go. I do 3 parts. I go 3 in the door, 3 steps in the door. High school, okay, if it's related to high school, okay, college, and then professional, okay? So let me get this rolling. I got 4 minutes to do it. I don't ever leave myself enough time. But we talked about Mary Miller last week. Mary Miller finished tied for 6th at the prestigious North-South Junior Amateur. It's on the Prep Sports Report. Mary Miller, Savannah Christian Preparatory School golfer, state champion. She won the 43rd Georgia State Golf Association's Junior Amateur. She'll be going on, but she did it again. She tied for 6. A 74, 71, and a 69 to finish 54-hole event at 2 under par. She finished tied for 6. She's already qualified for the PGA Junior Championship and the U.S. Women's Amateur that will be played in August. Check it out. Story's right there, okay? 3 local schools take home the Cooperative Spirit Sportsmanship Award from Georgia High School, all right? And 3 schools, Islands High School, Savannah High, and Savannah Christian. All right, the schools winning this award are honored for displaying exemplary sportsmanship during competition throughout the school year. It's not just the players. It's the coaches and the fans. Islands High School, Savannah High, Go Blue Jackets, and, of course, the Savannah Christian Preparatory School Raiders. Great job for those 3 schools. Once again, I said Performance Initiatives, Coastal Empire weightlifting team won 20 medals. I can't blurt out the 20 kids that won or who won the 20 medals, but Kerri Goodrich will be on next. Go to Prep Sports Report. You can find out. We had Kaya Bryant on last week, HV Jenkins student, Performance Initiative, Coastal Empire team, 5-time national champion. Go check it out. All right, youth basketball camp at Savannah High, July 15th and 16th, sponsored by the former Blue Jacket himself, Chris Coakley. All right, so go to Chris Coakley on Facebook. You can get to that camp. It's not a free camp, but you can sign up. Then there's a free football camp, July 16th, 2 sessions over at Daffin Park. Okay, it's Nolan Smith's Pup Stay Out. Now, all campers have been paid for. I don't know what business or who donated the money, but you have to go sign up to get into the camp. Okay, so that's next July 16th. So today's July 9th, next Saturday. Chris Coakley's basketball camp next Friday and Saturday. Okay, high school football kicks off July 25th. All other sports start August 1st. All right, college, Savannah State. Got a big shout out to Savannah State. Over 100 student athletes named to the SEAC All-Academic Team. Don't forget the 2022 football schedule has been released. Go get your tickets. Go to Savannah State University Athletics on the internet to find out about tickets. SCAD Women's Swimming Team finished #1 in the college. This is all college. #1 in the College Swimming and Diving Coach Association of America Scholar All-Academic Team. They were the #1 team in the nation with a 3.0 GPA. 3.80 GPA. 3.80 GPA. All right. The women's golf team placed 5 on the 21-22 All-American Scholar team. All right. And over 1,485 women golfers, okay, could be classified. The criteria was for the All-American team was having a minimum cumulative average of 3.50. Way to go, SCAD. Alyssa Avanzo, Ariana Castro, Marie Oli, Liv Paramore, and Zayla White. Okay, I'm going really quick. I got a minute to go. Professional baseball, Braves won again last night, 12-2. They cut the lead to 2.5. They play the Nationals today. They play the Nationals tomorrow. And then the Mets come into into Truist Park Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's going to be a big one. They keep it under 3 games. We got a shot at being first place before the All-Star break. The All-Star break is July 19th. Ronald Acuna Jr. is a starter. Our other Braves got, left out. I think William Contreras will be the starting DH, and his brother, Wilson Contreras, for the Cubs is the starting catcher. All right? So tonight, 7:20, Kyle Wright is on the bump. I almost got it all done. All right? Falcons. The exact date, the Falcons open up spring training, or their training camp, summer training camp, not spring training. That's baseball. The summer 2022 training camp, NFL camp for the Falcons starts July 29th. There will be 13 open practices. Go check it out at AtlantaFalcons.com. PGA Tour, Brian Harmon missed the cut at the Genesis Scottish Open. Gene Souse is playing at the Bridgestone Senior Championship. Good old Gino. He's tied for 47th at 4 over. Savannah Bananas last night rained out. They'll come back tonight and go up to Florence to play. They're 23-9 overall, 19-5 in the first half. Got a spot in the Pettit Cup Championship, 4-4 in the second half. 8 Bananas will be going to the All-Star Game Sunday up in Holly Springs, North Carolina, and Tyler Gillum, the manager, will be the manager of the All-Star team for the West team. All right. They play tonight away at the Florence Flamingos. There is a 5K run, 10K run, the 10th annual Richmond Hill Red Hot Chili Pepper Run on Saturday, July 23rd. Anything else I can think of that I might have forgot? I don't think there's anything. Oh, Tormenta women's team. Big game tomorrow in Statesboro. If the women's team wins, they clinch the division. They'll be in the playoffs. Check that out, Tormenta women's team. And there's some local flavor in there, like the goalie Martinez, Sydney Martinez. She's from Effingham County High School. Check it out. There's a lot of flavor there. Okay, I'll be back in 3 minutes talking weight training. Sorry, not weight training, weightlifting competition. Okay, we had a bunch of athletes, young athletes, go out to Las Vegas. They came back with 20 medals. We'll be talking to the executive director of Performance Initiatives, Kerri Goodrich, in 3 minutes. Be right back. Got to thank my sponsors. You're listening to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. 3 minutes, Kerri. We'll be doing it all the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the Soundgarden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991, is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room, if you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back, sports fans, to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, live in the center of the music universe, live in the center of the sports universe, Coach's Corner. I'm on the soundstage. As you can see behind me, I got the, let me adjust my camera here. We got the 9 super 75-inch screen TVs going. I couldn't get my logo up. Don't ask me why. I just couldn't get it to work. So right now we got ESPN on. I think it's Breakfast at Wilmington, the ladies championship. So come on in, enjoy it. But once again, this has been a great experience knowing this lady. I remember when she walked in and she was, I was in my classroom and she was in charge of Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And she came in with these toe shoes. Okay. I mean, I asked her, what? Oh, they're running shoes. And, it looked like there was no support. But anyway, she's done a great job. She's been at Performance Incentives for a good bit. She's been the executive director since 2005. She's a weightlifter. She was an Olympic weightlifter herself. She started Performance Initiatives, and it's just a great place where these kids come in. They get training with weight training, but not just weight training. Help in school, in life. She just does a great job. Joining me now, again, after another great week at the U.S. National Weightlifting Competition from Performance Incentives, the executive director, Kerri Goodrich. What's up, Kerri?
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's always a lot of fun talking to you about these kids. And once again, congratulations on a great job out there in Vegas.
Thank you. They did all the hard work. We just kind of put the plan in place. They have to put the effort and show up. So they really get a lot of the credit.
With such a laid-back coach like you, how could you not give him a credit?
Maya and I were laughing about that because she's never defined me as laid back. But
well, I define you as laid back because that's your personality. You're nice and easygoing. I haven't seen you coach. Yes, I said I was going to get there yesterday, but due to the fact that I had a worker come in on my house to fix something that they missed, and then I had to go do driver's ed. My life, it doesn't stop. So I got to get over there next week to check out these kids and what they're doing. But such a great job and such a great place to be in. So tell everybody about Performance Initiatives, what the gym is like, what it's all about. And it's not just weight training.
It's not just weight training, and it's all about making positive impacts on people's lives long-term for ages 7 through college. And we use weightlifting as the tool to give them incentive, because when you're in school or you're not going to school, you really don't care about, you don't see what we see as adults in the future. So we try to give them some incentives and how to focus and build a better vision for their future and why the education and the life skills are important long-term. Athletics last temporarily, so you only have a window of physical activity that you're going to peak at. So we work really hard to build all the life skills in a person that they need to be a champion on or off the platform.
All right, and this started a long time ago. It just didn't happen overnight, and you've been a part of it. I think you started coaching 2002, and then Performance Initiative 2005. How did you come up with this concept?
When I was faced with retiring weightlifting, there wasn't anything in the area that encompassed the whole person. Everything pushed for developing the athlete at all costs at any age. And I saw a lot of the emotional and mental damage it had done to teenagers who had reached success at an early age, at a fast pace. And there was no support for maybe families or kids that were struggling, but really needed additional support to reach their potential. So a friend of mine, we started with a few kids, I was just kind of seeing if it's something I really like, because if anybody knew me from my childhood, I was the one that said I never wanted children. And so God has a really good sense of humor. So now I coach kids. And we developed it from there. My friends, John and Joe Crosby, had a workplace business ministry. And so they helped me kind of outline that and start a board of directors and create it from there. And it's just really grown with community support from there.
So, yeah. And like you said, the whole person. And you also offer after school programs too, to help the kids with their education, their academics too.
Mm-hmm. So it's open after school. It's open year round. So during the summer, we have summer camps. We do academics, but a lot more athletics and fun stuff. And after school program, we have the tutorials, the continued education support, the athletics, nutrition classes, life skill classes, STEM. We have a STEM program now. So an art program. So we just keep adding whatever will add value to their lives. Then we continue to add it into the programs.
I mean, it's just such a great experience watching these kids grow. And everybody thinks, it's just weight training. There's more to it when you go over to Performance Initiatives. And if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to the executive director, Kerri Goodrich at Performance Initiatives. They've moved now. They're off of President Street, right down the block from Second Harvest. So if you have somebody that's interested, how could they get in touch with you?
And they can go to our website, www.pifitness.com. All the registration information, program information is on there. Our phone number is on there. So if they see something, they have questions, they can also give us a call. There's also a widget chat, so they can chat with one of our staff members to answer any questions. So they have several ways to reach us. We do emphasize the academics. So our athletes are very, very much supported academically. If they don't meet the code of conduct for academics, then they do not receive funding to travel and compete. So it doesn't matter if they're going to win or how good they are. They have to have both together.
Yeah, you got to go to work. You got to get paid. Well, if you want to be, you want to go to weight training, you have to stay on top of everything too. So that's the easiest concept I could put it. Just like in class, you do your work, you pass. You don't do your work, you fail. I don't go to work, I don't get paid. So it's the same principle. So, all right, quickly. You had a bunch of kids win. You had the youth athletes from 14 to 17. Then you had the senior athletes. Tell us about some of these kids.
They're phenomenal. These kids, we have USAW has done this Nationals Week thing for the last 2 years, which I really hope they break it up because it's 11 days of competition. So we have volunteers and coaches that travel with us that fly in with our youth. And then when they finish, they fly back with them. And they go nonstop. There's multiple platforms competing at the same time. So they really have to be focused, learn how to manage anxiety and nerves. And they just nailed it. They went prepared. They've been training hard all summer. They worked so hard in spring to make sure their academics were where they needed to be. And they did it. They went in. When they're nervous, they're so quiet. They don't talk at all until after the last lift. And after the last lift, you can't get them to be quiet. And they just, all of them shine. They did personal records. They threw a new format at them where all the warm-up areas were open, no pipe and drape. So it was just by being on the live stage, the entire warm-up didn't phase them a bit. And so they did great. Kaya, she nailed it. She's playing basketball also. She's a multi-sport athlete. She nailed it with PR performance and won gold across the board. Best female lifter, her 5th national title. This is her last junior year. She's on the youth Pan Am team, and we're waiting for this list to come out next week. So she should be either ranked on the junior Pan Am team or an alternate. So we'll see how that turns out.
I know. I mean, you tell me if I get this, the roll call. You had Alexis Taylor. She won is it Alexis, right?
Alexis, she did personal records, and she's really timid and scared to be on stage. So that was huge for her. Corey Robinson, he's coming out. Last year, he won the Youth Nationals, and this year he was on the larger stage at the end of his weight class. But he also made the Youth Pan Am team this year. And he did a 15-kilo PR total and made those lifts like he's never even touched some of those lifts in training. And so he was really, really focused.
But before you go on, you told me he's like natural. I mean, he's going up against some of your bigger athletes and doing the same things they're doing.
He is. He's smaller as far as height-wise, but he's the same body weight. So he has to compete in the heavyweight. And he's really seriously focused on his lifting for the last year. really focusing on his academics as he moves into high school in the fall. And he's done everything we've asked him to do. And he just was on fire. He was power snatching. We were just sitting there going, all right, let's have some fun. So that was great to see. And Milan Brown, it's her first nationals. And she used to get stage fright even in a local competition. She did phenomenal. She opened with personal records. She made her lifts, came out with a PR total, and took third place in her first national competition in the heavyweight division. So all of them they just fueled one right after another.
All right. So Milan Brown, you talked about, okay, you junior athletes, Nia Walker, she's been one of your special players too, right? Athletes.
Nia is very talented. She's in college. That's okay. She's used to it. She's in college. So we have her and Janaya and Tayon and Nyerica all go to Brittain Parker College. They're on weightlifting scholarships and academic scholarships. And Nia's on the junior Pan-Am team. She's getting ready to leave on August 3rd for a training camp with Team USA. And she's just really found her confidence and still working to find the right balance between school and focus for her training. But she's getting there, and she nailed it. We didn't know at the time the three girls got COVID during the competition. And so they kept saying they had headaches and a little cramping. And we're like, well, it's the time change. Found out they had COVID, and they all did great. They just mentally didn't let it get to them. They stayed focused on their mission. And then they took care of themselves right afterwards. They took all their precautions, everything they needed to do, and encouraging all the younger kids. They were just stepped up and led the way.
I mean, just a great story. And if you want to see her, she reflected about her weight training career. Go check it out on the prepsportsreport.com. So to wrap this up, Kerri, whenever you have anything special, you know me, I got my hands in 20,000 things, but I will make sure I get it out there about these kids, because, it's not just all about football, basketball, baseball. It's also about the other sports here in Savannah, Georgia that go on. We got a lot of kids involved in weightlifting, as your gym can confess to or contest to. But you do a great job. Keep it up, and I'm glad that we have this relationship and we can get the news out for these kids.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you in the gym next week.
Oh, I will stop by. So give me the times. I'm usually available in the morning. So what time in the mornings?
You can come anytime in the morning. Summer camps kick back off Monday at 11:30. So all the kids are in training and activities through 6 o'clock in the evening, Monday through Friday. Team training usually runs around 2 o'clock. Between 2 and 4 is when the competitive athletes train.
Well, keep up the great job. I know it's your life's calling. You love what you do. And the kids are very lucky to have somebody like you in their corner.
Thank you. I enjoy working with them. They're great.
You still wearing those funky shoes with the toes?
No, I have soccer sandals and Crocs now.
All right. Have a good one. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I will be by next week.
All right. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Kerri.
Bye.
I mean, she does a great job. If you got to check it out, Performance Initiatives right off of President Street. You'll see Second Harvest. You make the left or you make the right at Second Harvest. You just go down and you'll see the big gym and they'll say Performance Initiatives. Those kids are outstanding. Like I said, 20 medals. Go to prepsportsreport.com. See what these kids have done, and you could watch their lifts. Kerri did a great job putting this together, so she's linked their lifts to Performance Initiatives YouTube channel. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, watching these kids do this stuff. But once again, great job by Performance Initiatives. First of all, I got to say hello to good morning to Brent Hurd. Where's Sean? Still in bed? And, of course, Dennis Kessler, one of my all-time followers. I love seeing him. He's been watching the Tour de France, but he's back. And, of course, Lawrence Bennett, the man that's telling me when I don't have my mic on or there's something wrong in the background. Lawrence, I couldn't get the other laptop to work, so I can't get the logo up there. I'm not, I guess you would say technology inclined like you, buddy, but thanks for joining in and always watching. Next up, the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic of the Week. I watched this young man grow into a great athlete, a student. Of course, I was lucky enough to have him as a ninth grade in health, and, we knocked heads, but he's grown into a great athlete. Besides soccer, which he just signed a scholarship to go play at Florida International University, he's also a very good tennis player. But we'll talk to him in a couple minutes. Next up, Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Islands High School, from Tormenta Football Club, Brittain Gottlieb. Can't wait to speak to the young man. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Got to thank our sponsors. Once again, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. live on the Soundstage at Coach's Corner tonight. Foreigner, 7 o'clock. Get your tickets, Eventbrite. 6 to 8, we got Buck Ballou signing Between the Hedges, his book. Come check it out. Be back in 3 minutes. Got to thank the sponsors. All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the Soundgarden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991 and is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. Come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good morning, sports fans, on a Saturday morning. Thank you for joining and taking the time to join the Karl DeMasi Sports Report on the internets, whether it's Facebook, Karl DeMasi Sports Report, or Coach's Corner, on YouTube at the Karl DeMasi Sports Report channel, or on Twitter at KD Sports Report. And it's always nice being here, and it's just a great thing to do and a lot of fun to do. And I've been doing it for a long time, but this is my special part of the show. This is where I talk to the kids that have done something special. It's the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. Dr. Bart Wetherington has been supporting this segment since I went on the radio back in 2010, and I got to thank him for doing it. But this young man, he's grown into a young man, academically, athletically, matured into a great person, a lot of fun to talk to now. And, when he was a little younger, we butted heads, but, he's grown, and I'm excited for him. And, he started out at Islands High School for 2 or 3 years, played soccer there. You knew he was going to be something special. He played on the tennis team, which his father is a pro tennis player, at a country club. So he's got the skills. He played offense at Islands, but when he went over to Tormenta, they moved him to a defender. But it's worked out. He recently just signed, I think it was Wednesday, signed to play soccer at Florida International University. Pretty big time program down there in the Miami area. So joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Tormenta Football Club, Islands High School, Brittain Gottlieb. What's up, Brittain?
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. All right, unbiased chem star. What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. It's something wrong with my name, but yeah, I guess because I just created the email. Like I didn't have a Google email. It just popped up as that.
So maybe you're going to be a chemist.
I don't know that one.
But anyway, congratulations committing to play, sign that scholarship to Florida International. Once again, that's pretty big time there, buddy.
Thank you.
So, you've been playing soccer for a long time. So when did you start playing? I mean, and you also play tennis. When did you start playing sports? When did you get really heavily into playing soccer?
I want to say probably when I was about 7 or 8 years old, probably when I was going into first or second grade. That's when I really started falling in love with soccer and then tennis later on.
I mean, soccer's been your whole life, and you've been into it. What's so fun about soccer? What makes you want to play soccer more and more?
Well, there's just a lot of different elements of soccer. There's the team factor, which is great for me. I love being around people and interacting with my teammates. And the whole point of being in the team environment is everyone has to play their role and play their part. So if I don't play my part, I could cost us a goal. So I like that factor of everyone relies on each other and everyone has to come together to win. So,
all right, growing up or watching you play at Islands, you were more an offensive player. Now you go to Tormenta, they make you a defender. Okay, what do you feel is your best soccer skill? Is it scoring? Is it passing? Is it, running somebody over? Because, you've gotten really big there physically too, buddy.
Yes, sir. I'd probably say defending and aerial balls. Like me in the air, I'm really good in the air. So that's probably one of my bigger factors. The main reason why they put me in offense at Islands partially is because I've always been more of a defending player. But when I got to Islands, like I still had pretty good foot skills, and it gave me the opportunity to go forward. And then Coach really liked putting me there, so it ended up working out.
And Tormenta said, well, you're going to be a defender for us. Why did they make that decision?
Well, I kind of had always been a defender, so it seemed the right fit, for me.
Wow. I guess you got to win.
They're the coaches, so they make the decision, so you know how it goes.
And you got to win those 50-50 balls, right?
Yes, sir, for sure.
All the time. All right, so at Islands, growing up, club soccer, now at Tormenta, what's your routine that has made you a better soccer player, and what has helped you get the scholarship?
Just being consistent, like every day going out there and working hard on the soccer field, on and off the field. Like it's just not, and it's an everyday thing. Like my whole life is kind of revolving around soccer. So when I wake up in the morning to when I go to bed at night, everything is kind of revolved around my goals and what I want to be as a soccer player and as a person.
Nice. And, you've played on every level. You played in the youth leagues. You've gone to club. You've played high school. Now you're at Tormenta on a professional level. Is there a big difference or is it more difficult once you go from one level to the other?
Well, I'd say like when I transitioned from club soccer to school ball, like, and I was playing them both at the same time, like that was kind of an easy transition, because they were kind of similar levels. But when I went from, the high school level and club level to pro, it was a completely like a shock for me, like the level, like I was playing with guys that are 24, 25, sometimes older than that, the guys have been playing their whole lives, they already have like a pro career. So it was a big step up for me and a big opportunity for sure.
And they got skills too, right?
Yes, sir. A lot. Yeah.
Club level and high school level, there's some kids out there that don't have skills. So, it makes a big difference. It makes the playing field even. So personal goal, go back when you entered as a ninth grade. Was your personal goal to get to the next level? Did you ever see yourself getting to Tormenta or going to FIU?
I'm not sure necessarily. Like when I was in ninth grade, I had kind of a different look on sports, but now like I've kind of fallen back in love with soccer ever since I kind of started playing more school ball and club ball, and then playing with the pro guys. Like my love for soccer kind of really grew, So the goal, I want to go to the next level, which is pro soccer. So that's the end goal for me. So I'm not there yet.
You got to set those goals, and that's the next goal is to get to the professional level, and you're working hard at it. But before you get there, you chose Florida International University. Tell us why Florida International University.
I mean, there was a lot of different reasons. They reached out to me in a very a great time, like in terms of I was like really recruiting. I was asking, like contacting a lot of different schools and coaches and stuff, and they reached out to me. We had a lot of good conversations, and then the ideals of the team just matched up with me completely, along with the school, like how they're very team related and very religious. And also with the school, it's a bigger school. I've always wanted to go to a bigger school, so that was a big opportunity. And the GPA for the school is exceptional, so especially for the team. So it's going to really challenge me in the classroom, which I've never really put that effort in. So it's going to be a new challenge for me in that sense.
Well, you had to have the grades to get there, and now you know what you got to do to stay there. So you just got to have time management, which playing at Tormenta, I bet you they teach you all about time management, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, for sure.
I know I didn't throw this question on the list, but what's it like playing with all those local guys up there in Statesboro with Tormenta? Is it special? I mean, you guys were rivals for such a long time. Now you're playing together.
Yeah, well, this year it's been a little different because a lot of the guys that I was playing against last year kind of like graduated or they stopped playing. So, but last year when I was playing with them, it was a great experience, because I was playing a lot of the times when we play school ball, like the next day I'd be playing club ball with the same guys because we were all on the same team. So it was kind of just like it was like a battle between each other,
You got to flip the switch, right? You got to flip that switch from when you were playing against them and then you're playing with them. And if you're just tuning in on the internet, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report with the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week with this week's Athlete of the Week from Islands High School, from Tormenta Football Club, now going on to play at Florida International University, Brittain Gottlieb, just a special time. And, you had to have some special people in your life like your coaches. Tell us how your coaches at any level have left an impact on your soccer career.
They just molded me as a player and as a person, They've taught me so many different skills and scenarios and what to do and what not to do and when to do it and what to do and everything. I guess it just kind of every coach that I've had has helped me in some type of way. So I'm just thankful for that.
And of course, mom, dad, your brother's playing over there too, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
So how's your family helped you get this far?
I mean, they've been the most important people in my life, 100%. My mom and dad are my biggest supporters, so they're with me the whole way. And my brother, that's my brother, so me and him are tight for sure, and we always are competing against each other and challenging each other to grow. So, and
his brother is Schaefer. Now you and Schaefer go at it. What's his best skill?
Well, he's got a little bit of height on me now, so I got to make sure I'm on top of my things. But I'm not sure. I mean, we kind of play similar positions, so I haven't watched him play enough to tell you.
So you're both defenders, eh?
Yes, sir.
Pretty neat. All right. So as far as soccer goes, sports teaches lessons. We always hear that cliche, whatever sport it may be, teaches you lessons. Do you believe you will take a lesson away from this game that'll help you continue on in life?
Yes, sir, for sure. I mean, consistency is key, and I use that in everything in life. So whatever I'm doing, I always try to stay consistent at it and keep at it until I'm finished with it. So,
all right, you played a lot of soccer. Most memorable or fun moment in your soccer career so far?
Well,
tough question.
For high school, I gotta say it was my freshman year when we beat Savannah Arts at the Jennifer Ross Soccer Complex. That was like
that was a madhouse.
Yeah, it was a huge moment, and the rest, like the next couple of years, it just didn't feel the same. But that was the huge moment. And then for Tormenta, I want to say when I went in my first game, the first game of the season last year, that was a big, huge moment for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably said, I made it. I'm here, so let me play some soccer. Okay. So at FIU, what are you going to study? What do you hope to get out of FIU?
Well, right now I'm planning on studying business, so that's what I'm working on right now. And then, sorry, what was the other question? My bad. I apologize.
No, the question was, what do you hope to achieve when you get out of FIU? Business degree, where you want to go, what you want to do after soccer's over?
Okay, well, in terms of I want to go pro, so that's the end goal after college. But I also want to branch off into maybe opening up a business or taking. I'm really interested in calisthenics, so that's going to be a business venture for me for sure. So
nice. Okay, and I know I didn't. This is another question off the cuff here. How does Dad feel that both his sons are soccer players, not tennis players?
I think he really likes soccer. He used to come out and play with us all the time, so he really encourages soccer. But he still encourages tennis, so I try to play with him once in a while and keep up my skills. And
you and your brother are pretty good, but if you had to go against your dad, who would win?
My dad, for sure. Yeah.
Well, why don't you play doubles? You and your brother get together, take him 1-on-2.
We got to try it sometime, yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. I was going to say he's a big pickleball guy now, so we might have a better chance with that. But
Well, we've been doing it at Islands, so pickleball is a big-time sport at Islands too. So, all right, what's your pregame meal? What's your pregame meal you go to before a big game?
Pasta, usually pasta and some chicken, some greens. Yeah, pretty simple. I'm a pretty simple eater, so very plain, not a lot of food, just simple.
Get ready to go. And, what's your hype music? What gets you pumped up for the game?
I guess it depends. Sometimes I'm like going a little rap, like a little Biggie or Tupac. But if I'm going a little R&B, I guess it depends, how I'm feeling.
Well, Brittain, like I told you, it's been fun watching you mature and grow into this mature, physically gifted soccer player. Keep up the great work. Is there anything you would like to tell the Savannah community, Islands High School, Tormenta, anything you want them to know before you get to that next level?
I'm just thankful for everyone supporting me this whole way. I know Coach DeMasi, you've been a big supporter of me as well. And I'm just thankful for everyone being given the opportunity to go to the next level, and hopefully I keep doing what I'm doing and keep going to different heights.
I got you. Teaching ninth grade is, everybody thinks, oh, he's so hard, but you know what? You guys grow into. By the time you're seniors, it's fun watching you guys grow. And, I knew you would be successful. You got yourself in the right direction, and you know what you want to do with life now. But once again, proud of you, buddy. And I can't wait to watch you hopefully play a little professional soccer somewhere.
Yes, sir, for sure. Thank you.
Good work. Good job. And I'll talk to you later. Hey, after we get off the internet, send me an address that I could send you a T-shirt for being on the show. It, of course, it says the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, but I'd like to get you that, and you can represent me down there in Miami.
I got you, Coach.
Have a good one, Brittain.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
I mean, just an unbelievable story. Watching this young man grow from a ninth grader to a mature senior, now going on to college, signing a college scholarship, and it's all about their hard work. And as he said, being consistent. He finally reached that spot where he knew he had to be consistent in his schoolwork and in his soccer skills to get to next level. He also can play some pretty good tennis too. So, but anyway, great job. This week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week from Islands High School, of course, Tormenta Football Club is Brittain Gottlieb. Next up, bananas. We're going bananas. But first, I got an offer. Go to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report YouTube channel, okay? Subscribe or share. Subscribe or share. If you share it, you got a chance of getting 2 tickets tonight to see Head Games, tribute band for Foreigner. That's right here, right in the Soundgarden on this stage. If you want me to start singing, take me out to the ball game, I could do that for you. But, Head Games, I don't think I could see any Foreigners music as good as that. But two tickets tonight in the Soundgarden. Share or subscribe. And if there's a bunch of people, I'll put your names in the hat and I'll pull the name out, and then I'll get back to you. How am I going to do that? I guess you're going to have to also email me at Karl DeMasi Sports Report, KarlDeMasi@gmail.com. So I know you shared it, and I know your email, so I can let you know, or your cell phone number, so I can let you know you got the 2 free tickets. Once again, Lawrence Bennett, you're the man behind us. Got to love you, brother. Hopefully we can grow the channel like we're growing the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Up next, we're talking bananas with the head banana himself on the field, Tyler Gillum. Don't miss out. Be back in 3 minutes. Got to thank my sponsor. Remember, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the Soundgarden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991. Is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right. Remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. They'll come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good Saturday morning. Like I say every week, whether it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or for one segment, got to thank you for watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report or listening to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, because besides here, I'm on podbean.com and I'm on TuneInRadio.com. After I download the show, I post it on TuneIn Radio. You can listen to it there. I know it's not the video part, so I got a vlog and I got a blog and I got a podcast. You name it, I got it. But once again, what a story. What a story. 2015, Jesse Cole, Emily Cole, sleeping on air mattresses, decided to put everything up for sale and buy a team that from the Coastal Playing League that will play here in Savannah, Georgia, historic Grayson Stadium. It's taken on such force, such notoriety all over the place. It's just something special, you know. And then they named the team Bananas, and of course, everybody in Savannah hated it. How could you name the team Savannah Bananas? That's a joke. The guy who did that should be fired. But you know what? Everybody in the United States, everybody in the world knows about the Savannah Bananas, which is something special. So, the guy that's in charge of it, that's back for his 5th year, we're talking, of course, the coach, Tyler Gillum. All right, I'm trying to find the video here, so bear with me, and it's not there. There it is. Okay, so I got to load it so we can watch the interview because he's not here. All right, he's home getting rest. I thought they played last night, but it got rained out, so he got home early. So maybe I could have had him on live, but I don't have him on live. I mean, a little bit about Tyler Gillum, 5th year back as Savannah Bananas head coach. I mean, in his 4 years, okay, with the Savannah Bananas. I wrote it down. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. 40-10 last year, won their 2nd Coastal Plain League championship. His career record is 140-56. Now, everybody knows Savannah Bananas. Savannah Banana Ball or Banana Ball is a total different game, as Coach Tyler Gillum told me, versus regular baseball. So they do all the stuff in Banana Ball, all new rules. They do all the dances. They all do all the, activities. But they do it also in a Coastal Plain League, but they got to just watch where they do it. All right. But, I mean, he's been part of the team for 5 years. He's a professor at South Mountain Community College in Arizona. He's been a baseball coach, baseball player throughout his life. Brings his family out here, has a young child. His wife comes here. He's definitely got to coach his wife because she understands what he's doing, but just a great young man. And he loves being here in Savannah, Georgia, and he loves seeing what goes on every night between the lines at Grayson Stadium or outside the lines, which he says the players have to flip the switch to be involved in this whole process. He does a great job. Great interview. Last night, the Bananas rained out. The night before, they got two innings against the Lexington County Blowfish. They'll make an out up July 21st. I don't know when they're going to make out this rate up, but they'll be in Florence tonight, taking on the Florence Flamingos at 7 o'clock. Go to Banana Insights. Side up. You can watch the man himself, the whiteboard wizard, the broadcaster, entertainer, internet entertainer for the Bananas, Nico Scala. But once again, here's my interview with the head man, Tyler Gillum. Great interview. Great guy. It's another Saturday morning, and like I said, I try to get the guest on live, but, when they got a busy life and they got things going on and they got to be places or they stay out late because of their job, it's tough to get them on early in the morning. And, it's a phenomenon here in the United States now. Everybody knows about the Savannah Bananas. Watching TV last night, and the Twitter comes on, and there's a home run in the Atlanta Braves game, and some guy in a Bananas shirt catches the home run. So, I mean, it's just special to see this, watch it grow. I feel, since they moved in here in 2015, Jesse Cole, Jared Orton, that whole Bananas organization, it's been so successful. And to bring that old, historic baseball stadium back to life is something special. The Major League Baseball affiliates couldn't even do that. So, it's part of Savannah now, even though a lot of people made fun about the name Savannah Bananas. But I'm telling you right now, everybody's going bananas in the United States. And no other better way than to talk to the coach that's been here 5 years now. He loves what's going on, but he's coaching real baseball. And I'll get into that with him. But joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat is the man himself, 5th year head coach, head manager for the Savannah Bananas in the Coastal Plain League and the Coastal Plain League Coach of the Year last year, Tyler Gillum. Tyler, always a lot of fun to you. And once again, congratulations on, being the Coach of the Year. I haven't spoken to you since you won that, but just special, isn't it?
Hey, I appreciate it. No, thanks for having me on, Carl. And yeah, I mean, we had good players. That's the whole thing. I mean, coaches only get these awards when you have good players. So I just appreciate the group we had last summer, and we got another good one this summer.
I know you're as good as your players are, but you have to gel them together. You have to, as you say, you got to make these young guys that come into Banana Land to learn how to turn on the switch, because before the game, it's a big party. It's a big showcase. But when the game starts, like you said, you got to turn the switch on. And I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I've been around the baseball a very, very long time. I've coached high school baseball. I mean, you got to have the players. And besides getting the entertainers who are the players, it's just something special that they go between the lines and play that game the way they do.
Yeah, we've got the saying flip the switch. So we're trying to win it on the entertainment side and on the baseball side of things. And we've been able to do that pretty well for the past, handful of years. We've won more games than anybody else in the CPL league. And now we're taking banana ball across the country too as well and selling out those stadiums. So it's a fun ride to be on.
But, these kids that are coming in from colleges aren't entertainers, aren't dancers, aren't singers, aren't actors. But like anything else, to be a baseball player, you got to be a little crazy. So they also have to get into the performing act too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We look for those guys that are outgoing, that are selfless. They want to impact people coming to games, and that's our goal. We want to entertain people, and we want to win on the field too as well. So try to find guys that are leaders at their schools and bring those guys in here into Banana Land and do what we do. So we got a good group right now.
I mean, what's so special about this? This is your 5th year you came back. You took over for Sean West. Sean lasted but he stayed for 2 years, won a championship, wanted to be with his family, not lasted. I mean, he probably would have stayed here forever. What brings you to keep coming back to Savannah, Georgia?
Yeah, Sean West, the man, won our first championship there in 2016, and he's a good friend of mine, and he got this thing all rocking and rolling, and when he called me, he said, Gillum, man, this place is awesome. I'm actually having another kid, and I can't go back and do it. And so they're looking for somebody that'll think outside of the box, talk in front of 5,000 people, and do some crazy stuff. So what do you think? And that started our conversation. Every year it's gotten bigger and better. And, that's probably what excites me about the Bananas organization more than anything is they're never content with where we're at. We're always trying to grow. We're always trying to get better. And so that's the fun thing. There's always new things. Once we show up to the field every single day, we're going to do something different. We're going to try something new. So it's fun.
Well, you got to have a coach's wife there for your schedule. I mean, you're out there in Phoenix, Arizona at South Mountain Community College. How many years you been there?
I just finished my 11th year. Yeah. So I've been out there for a while. I run our exercise science department there, and my wife's a rock star though. When we first started dating, she was all in from the get-go, and it takes a special lady to follow around a baseball coach. So I can't thank her enough. She wears the pants and makes sure everything goes. That's for sure. Oh,
I could tell you, 33 years married to my wife, and she's been a coach's wife because, I've coached everything from football to track and field and never being home and raising 3 kids. I mean, you got to love the way to support what we're doing, and you can't thank them as much as you can. And so South Mountain Community College, it's been your home 11 years. Kinesiology, right?
Yeah, exercise science. I run that department there. I've been full-time faculty for 6 years, so I just got tenured over there, which is pretty cool. We have a personal training degree over there, and it transfers to ASU. So we've grown that a ton. I also run all of our fitness center and our strength and conditioning classes at South Mountain. So I wear a bunch of different hats over there, but that's what makes it fun. I love being there. I love the coaches that are there, and so it's a special group of people, and it's been really hard to move, I'll tell you that.
And hopefully the cowboy boots aren't on, because it sounds like you got a lot more responsibility over there.
Yeah, it'd be tough to deadlift in some cowboy boots. Who knows, right? Yeah, I don't wear those too much on the field over there. It's definitely different out here, and that's what it's supposed to be, and so it's fun.
All right, if you're just tuning in, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, Saturday morning at Coach's Corner. I'm checking in with the Savannah Bananas Coach of the Year from last year, Coach of the Year this year. So far, it looks like the All-Star Coach, and just so many titles. Head of Kinesiology or Exercise Physiology at South Mountain College. You got too many hats, buddy. So I don't know how you do it. And of course, that's Tyler Gillum. So let's talk about baseball. I said I won't keep you longer than 10 minutes. I know you got a lot to do. You got to get over to historic Grayson Stadium. Last year, unbelievable season, 40-10. But this year, let me get my notes here. 19-5 in the first half, so you guaranteed a spot in the Pettit Cup Championships. Right now, you're at 4-4. But what's so special about this team?
Yeah, it's a whole new team. All right, there's a couple returners, but last year's team was just everything was special about that group. They were a lot older. We had multiple returners on that team, and so they'd been through the whole thing. Very, very talented group. So this team's a little bit newer, but they've jumped right on board with everything. I mean, we went 19-5 in the first half, won the first half, so we clinched the playoffs. And we're just going to keep on moving down the road right here, man. It's we've tried different lineups here in the second half. We put people at different positions here in the second half, trying to figure out exactly what that right mesh is once we hit the playoffs, what that right lineup is. So special group, though. They get after it every single day, and they've bought into everything.
And I mean, it's definitely a special group. 8 All-Stars. And I don't know which interview I watched you on with Jesse, but you said there could be more All-Stars, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got Justin Jones, who started some games for us. He's closed some games for us. I think he's got like a 1.2 ERA or something like right now, and he didn't make it. Sometimes when you've got really good teams and you get 8 All-Stars, there's some good guys that get left off every year, because of that. So I hate it for a couple of those guys. They should have been in. I thought Taylor Justice, one of our catchers, was up there too as well. And but kind of part of being a really good team, and so yep. I told them, hey, when we dogpile at the end of the summer and they name you all CPL, that All-Star won't mean much.
All right, quickly, All-Star game. What's your mindset going into the game versus what you got to do at a Bananas game? So,
Well, the league's already got the lineup all figured out based on votes. So, man, I'm just there to have a good time, watch the best players in our league, and throw some BP. Just really get to know all the kids that are coming through. It's always a special time to be able to get to know some of these guys on other teams that you might not get to have conversations with as much. So it's a laid back atmosphere. We're going to, do the whole 60s BP in and out for all the scouts. So it's a good opportunity for these guys to get in front of scouts and get an opportunity to get seen.
All right, 1 minute drill. I said 10 minutes. I'm going to keep it to you because I know what a coach is. You go by a schedule. You got to stick to that schedule. Okay. My last question is, though, pre-game, you guys come walking in like you're a football team, and then post-game, you have a party like it's what do we call it? Like we're tailgate party.
Yep.
What's that atmosphere like? I was there for the first one where you walk down, but there was halfway down. But now it looks like the line goes all the way out to the back of the fence in the outfield.
Yeah, it's almost every game. We're almost out here by this road. It's absolutely insane to me. One of my buddies came the other day and he's like, took a picture and he's about 1,500 people deep. He's like, this is crazy. I was like, yeah, I know. It's absolutely insane. So it's fun trying to connect with all those fans that come to games. I think that's what differentiates us between all other teams around the country or any sporting event, to be honest with you, is they get to know us very well. And that starts with us greeting them at the gate and then having a party at the end of the night.
All right. Last one, banana ball versus regular baseball. Banana ball going to ever take it over?
It's two different games. That's how I look at it. You're just trying to solve different problems. So a lot of people love some banana ball right now. I mean, we sold out 7 cities, and we're probably going to go to 20, 25 cities this next year. It's pretty crazy. There's some MLB teams that have actually asked if we could come up to the stadium and play banana ball in the big league stadiums. So we'll see if that comes to fruition here in the next couple years. But a lot of people like it. It's banana ball's fast. It's definitely not boring, and it's entertaining the whole time. So it's a fun challenge to have.
Well, Tyler, I appreciate the 12 minutes. I went over to by 2 minutes, so you can throw a flag at me. They'll probably do that in banana ball someday. So, but keep up the great work. Love what you're doing. Love that you're available to everybody, no matter whether it's ESPN or somebody small like me that does an internet show. But once again, go Bananas, and hey, take care of those birds tonight. I mean, those flamingos got your number. I don't know why.
I don't know either. We beat them last time 10-2, so hopefully we can keep that going here tonight. So come see us.
All right. As always, go Bananas. Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks, Carl. Appreciate you, buddy, man. That was awesome.
Good job. I mean, just the guy that loves baseball no matter what it is. He comes in and coaches these kids like he's coaching college baseball players. And like he said, at the All-Star game, there's going to be scouts there, so you just got to sit back and get these kids some exposure. Just a great guy. And for him to come on, and take the time, find those 10 minutes for me. I know it went a little over. It's just been a great experience. But once again, Savannah Bananas, head coach, Coastal Plain League Coach of the Year last year, Tyler Gillum. You got to love the guy. I mean, during this year, he's head of exercise physiology at Southern Mountain Community College in Phoenix, Arizona. He's been doing that for 11 years. The head of the department for the last 6 years. He's got his tenure, but you know what? He still wants to come back to Savannah to go Bananas. I mean, just a great interview. Always a lot of fun with him coming on. He never turns me down, and I appreciate it. And once again, I appreciate the Savannah Bananas for what they do for our community. They brought life back into that old monster sitting there on Victory Drive, right down the block from Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt, historic Grayson Stadium right there in downtown Savannah, Georgia. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Like last night, the Bananas were rained out, so they need to take on the Florence Flamingos, but they'll be up in Florence tonight taking on the Flamingos. Tomorrow will be the All-Star game. Like you said, there are 8 players from the defending Coastal Plain League going to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you go to Flow Sports, you can watch it. Or if you want to make that drive to Holly Hill Springs, you know what, Coach? You got to remember what you're talking about here, okay? Holly Springs, not Holly Hills, Holly Springs, North Carolina, the home of the Holly Springs Salamanders. Or you can watch it on Flow Sports. I don't know if they're going to let the wizard of banana baseball, the wizard of the whiteboard, do it, Pico Scala. But once again, it'll be a lot of fun to follow that. So check it out. All right, next up, 3 minutes. I'll be back. Got to thank my sponsors, my supporters, and then I'll take you 3 steps out the door, 3 videos from the internet that I thought were really special or stood out to me the most. And then, of course, I'll give you Carl's Corner, my take on sports. This week has been something crazy, and it's been crazy. And, of course, that's dual pigskin. All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia, because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why there's always sports, live music in the Soundgarden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991 and is always open for dining service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. Come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good Saturday morning. And I got to thank you if you've been listening to the show or watching the show. It's always appreciated. I know the average person usually spends about 5 minutes listening to the radio or a podcast or a VOG or whatever you want to call this thing. But once again, the coach appreciates it. It's every Saturday morning live here in the Soundgarden. I'm finally on the stage, Mom. I'm not singing. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. I can do that. It doesn't sound bad. Maybe someday the Bananas let me sing the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see? That's not that bad, I think. But, you know, I got to get my fans to get me to do that. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. I got to thank my guest, Kerri Goodrich from Performance Initiatives. 20 medals won by her Coastal Empire weightlifting team out there in the U.S., a national weightlifting competition, youth competition. Then, of course, Got to thank Brittain Gottlieb out of Islands High School, Tormenta Football Club, going out and signing a scholarship to play at FIU, Florida International University. And, of course, my last guest, Tyler Gillum, for finding the time to give me 10 minutes, 12 minutes to record what's going over there in the crazy land of Banana Land, Savannah Bananas. So I got to thank them. All right, so what do I do here? I go 3 steps out the door. Like I do 3 steps in the door. It's always a lot of fun. Here's an offer before I get to 3 steps out the door, okay? And Carl's Corner. If you want to see Head Games, a tribute band to Foreigner, go to my YouTube channel. If you already subscribed to it, share it. Let me know that you shared it, and you got a chance of winning 2 free tickets tonight to see Foreigner, to see Head Games, a tribute band to Foreigner. You got to love it. I'm a novice. I know I blunder and stumble and bubble and the whole thing, but it's a lot of fun. And make sure you do it. Okay? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. All right? And you can get 2 tickets tonight to Head Games here in the Soundgarden. I'll be here. I love Foreigner. Going to take the wife out, get some wings, and enjoy the ambiance of the Coach's Corner Soundgarden. All right. So let's go now to 3 steps out the door. This is where I take 3 videos that I've seen on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I want to bring them to you. And I know if I get blocked out, because some of them have rights to MLB, the Savannah Bananas, and the Canadian Football League, I'll get in trouble. Canadian Football League, yeah. Okay, but the first one is Savannah Bananas. We just ended with Tyler Gillum. It's a phenomenon, okay? The other night, okay, Marcell Osuna hits a bomb to left field. And who's the fan that catches it? Some guy in a Savannah Bananas baseball jersey. Check it out right now.
1 hit in 4 innings. Now he faces 6, 7, and 8, starting with Marcell Osuna, who drives this one
shirt
to left. And
there it is right there. Yes, the Savannah Bananas fan caught that ball. They don't zoom in on it, but I'm telling you right now, let's watch it again together.
1 hit in 4 innings. Now he
Look at it, and
faces
you'll
6,
see the
7, and
yellow
8,
shirt.
starting with Marcell Osuna, who
right there in the middle of the screen, the bright yellow shirt.
The Braves.
He's wearing Savannah Bananas shirt. Yes, later on in the video, I cut it too short. Sorry, my editing was too short. They zoom in on him, and you'll see the banana shirt on him, okay? If you go to my Twitter page, you go to the KD Sports Report Twitter page, you can see it right there, okay? So bananas all over the place. He's the only guy in a bright yellow shirt, like me today. All right, next up, all right, Braves pitcher Matt Zek is back, but watch the play he makes on the mound the other night. It's phenomenal. When you're a baseball fanatic, this is a great play. How do you catch the ball behind your back? Watch.
It's good enough.
Back to the mound, and a backhand play by Matzik. Wow. How good was that?
Well, that did it for me. He's back.
Unbelievable. Yes, he's back.
The reflexes are there.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's unbelievable. All right, we got a young man playing in the Canadian Football League, Anthony Hardwork Lanier III, out of Jenkins High School, Alabama State. Played pro football, I think, with the Dolphins, with the Redskins. Who else? Redskins, Dolphins, not the San Diego Padres, San Diego Chargers. Okay, so I got to think before I speak sometimes. But anyway, he had 4 sacks the other night. Now, this was on his Twitter page, but I had to take the music off. All right, because I like to keep it clean. The music was getting a kind of R-rated, so I added my own music to it, and I think it came out pretty good. Anthony Lanier out of Jenkins High School, 4 sacks for the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the Canadian Football League, number 91. Out of the Seaport, out of the 912, out of the SAV. Look at this guy go. We'll rush this guy out of the stadium. There he is. In the background. Just a great job. Great video, great highlight, great job. All right, so that's my 3 steps out of the door. I got to thank MLB Baseball for the clip of the Savannah Banana fan catching a home run ball from Marcell Ozuna the other night. Got to thank, of course, the Braves, Valley Sports, for Mr. Matzak coming back over the IL list and making that behind-the-back play. And, of course, Anthony Lanier from the Saskatchewan Roughriders out of Jenkins High School with his 4 sacks. Karl's Corner, my take on sports, my little corner of the world, okay? I have to tell you, though, Karl's Corner was a staple, a fixture on the Bill Edwards Show on WTKS Savannah Radio. Bill Edwards is no longer on the radio. Okay, it's been 3 weeks since I've been doing this. I did it from 2003 to this year. Bill Edwards no longer on radio, so I'm no longer on the radio. But Karl's Corner still exists. College football. What are we doing? It's all about the money. And if I did this last week or the week before, I'm sorry. I'm the old guy. I don't remember. I'm OG. But what are we doing? UCLA and USC leaving the Pac-12? Where are the rivalries? Notre Dame, Michigan, okay? Great rivalry, all right? Clemson, Florida State, great rivalry. Georgia Tech, great rivalry. But when you have those conference rivalries, Oklahoma State, Washington State, Cal, Stanford, okay? It's something special. But what they're doing to college football, it's all about the money. We're making super conferences. We have the Power 5. Now we're making super conferences. You know, like I said, I throw out the word OG, old guy. Growing up, there was nothing like watching a rivalry football game. Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, that was always a fun one to watch. Okay? It still goes on. But when you're doing this now, USC and UCLA dropping from the Pac-10, leaving. Oh, yeah, they'll find a way to play each other. Just like the SEC is trying to come up with 4 pods. And the rivalries are going to go. College football is about rivalries. College football is about the fans. Yes, college football is about the players, the universities. But there's so much that goes to it. We're destroying sports here in the United States for the almighty dollar. And that's what's going on. I mean, it's going to be tougher to make a national championship now because you're playing against better teams. I know you're on the West Coast. Nobody sees the Pac-12. But you know what? We're ruining college sports by letting these teams jump to new conferences. That's all I got to say. It's not like it used to be. It's not about amateurism. It's not about the fundamentals. It's not about the basics. That's what we have pro sports for. Okay, the best of the best get to the next level. Now we're taking the best of the best from a conference and putting them in the best of another conference. Just waters it down for me. I hope the rivalries don't go away. I really don't. I can't believe that we're letting this happen. And I know the NCAA has their hands tied. I know they can't step in and do something. A school can go where a school wants to go. That's why we got to love America. You're free to do what you want to do. But what about the ramifications? What about the outcomes? That's all I got to say. College football not going to be the same as it used to be. And I know things got to change, Coach. Things got to move on. It just amazes me that, we're watching this. Well, anyway, I'm done. Like I said, it's about an hour and a half. I appreciate you coming on. Say a prayer for all those people out there or in the world, especially in Ukraine, now in Japan, all this craziness going on with guns and violence. Say a prayer for all those people that have been affected by it. But that's why we go to sports. Sports takes us away out of life's stressful situations. So that's why I do the show. That's why we do Who's on First Base Baseball podcast on Wednesday nights. Hopefully it'll give you a relief of what's going on in this crazy, crazy world. But as I say every week, whatever you're doing today or tomorrow, maybe even Monday, hit it out of the park. And until I see you next week, okay, or until I speak to you next week, or until we talk next week, okay, may it be your best week ever. God bless. Talk to you later. Remember, tonight, Soundgarden, Head Games, Tribute to Foreigners. Go subscribe. Go share my YouTube channel. You got a chance at winning 2 free tickets for coming tonight. I'll be here because it's going to be a great show. Once again, thank you, John Henderson and Dell Henderson, for letting me do this. We're out of here. And remember, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report is all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network.